On February 14th, Project Citizen Climate 360, an organization devoted to reporting climate change comprised of students from across the U.S., held a screening for Promise and Peril, a documentary directed by LMU student Veronica Backer-Peral. We sat down with some of the attendees and got their thoughts on the documentary.
This really emerged, actually. Veronica reached out to me when the announcement went out about this year's Bellarmine Forum. So the Bellarmine Forum is called Climate Change, Justice, and Health. That's the theme, and we've organized a variety of events, I think 12 over the course of the year. And she heard about it actually through a professor, and then reached out to me and said, hey, I'm doing this project. I wonder, if there's any sort of way we could collaborate. And I said, oh, wow. It seemed like a really great opportunity to not only kind of think a little bit about, again, storytelling within climate change or climate crisis, but also I was hoping, and I think we achieved it, give students a sense of what are some of the different ways that they can engage with climate change.
Actually, I'm really good friends with Veronica. She is obviously a triple major, but one of hers, math, is the one that I happen to share with her. So I've taken a lot of classes with her and just we've been in a lot of things together for the past couple of years. So yeah, just kind of showing up to support her and, just encourage that, because I think we're kind of both equally as passionate about climate change.
I was part of Professor Chappell's class, his world religion and ecology class, but it was a great experience seeing this documentary and learning about different wildlife conservation and relating that to what we're talking about in class.
Not expecting it to be about a bird, so it was kind of interesting to see how the birds and their ecosystem connected to an all-inclusive entire problem.
I thought it was great. I thought it was really cool. It was great to see I think oftentimes when we watch climate documentaries, the way that it's communicated is pretty hopeless sometimes, honestly. So it was really nice to see almost this side story of something that felt more hopeful. I think that was just kind of a breath of fresh air.
I thought the various angles that were covered were really good. I liked that she touched on the economic and political kind of voting issues that play a big part in the whole climate change debate.
I thought it was great. Yeah, I think it's really interesting. I was curious, and I think that Veronica and Carol addressed this question, but there's so many choices to make when you're telling stories about climate change or anything for that matter. How do you get into the story? What's your kind of way in? And I thought it was really interesting that they chose these two animals, as to kind of be the fulcrums of this storytelling. I think as a way to, interest people who maybe, again, might not want to talk a lot about climate change or see that as too politicized, but most of us can kind of relate to animals.
Yeah.
So I thought it turned out really well. Yeah.